welcome to Kicking Back and FA Cup magic in full swing, isn't it?
There was magic there, wasn't there?
There was a bit. There was
a little bit
here and there. I'm happy with my draw. Blackburn Rovers, we play Wrexham.
It's a good draw, that.
I'm excited. Yeah, we're going to be on Disney. Get that Mickey Mouse money. Sign a striker. Up the boys. Who's City got?
Who have we got? I don't actually know. Oh, no, it's Spurs. It's
oh, right. Oh, yeah, of course.
It
yeah.
is.
Oh, Spurs is probably a game of the week this week,
Probably
actually.
the worst draw we could have got, to be fair. It's away as well.
Well, let's look at this game. I tell you what, before we do City against Spurs, this week, United play Spurs.
They do.
So, who do you think is going to win that one?
Spurs.
That's your game of the week. That'll be that. But yeah, I think United, it's impossible to sort of predict their form sometimes. It seems like every week there's a story where it's like, could they be back to where they were? Could they get back? And no, they couldn't. And to be honest, that's where I'm at with United and Spurs. It's good on paper, but I actually think, to be honest, I'm pretty confident Spurs like 2-0, something to that end.
Yeah, I would say so as well. I mean, I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1. That's kind. That's kind. Who do you think's going to score for United?
For United, Fernandes. As much as it pains me.
95th minute penalty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's that. There's actually quite a few good games this week. There's Newcastle play City. They do. Looking forward to that one. That one, to be dead honest, I feel is a bit more open.
Do you think?
I think so.
I don't think Newcastle have been in that good a form.
No, but City aren't immaculate right now. KDB's back though.
He is back.
Oh. Actually, that's a massive story, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the difference between where you are in the table now and the top of the table?
I mean, I think it's early to say, especially against a team like Newcastle. He's only played a few minutes, in the FA Cup.
I don't think he might necessarily make
So,
the impact then, but
yeah.
you've got him for a lot of the season, and I think
touch wood.
Well, fingers crossed. Yeah. Sometimes when a player comes back from an injury, they aren't the same.
No, don't say that.
I'm just putting it out there. Sometimes, you're off for a long time.
I think he'll be all right,
But what I was going to say was, even if he wasn't the same, he still probably gets in any team in the Prem, doesn't he? I would think,
of course.
Even if he's not at that same level.
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of the things I love about KDB don't go away. It's his vision.
Yeah.
It's like picking out a pass.
No, it is.
From space.
It's got a new hairstyle as well.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah.
Generally, that means good things. So yeah, Newcastle against City. I'm guessing you've got City in that one, have you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go City 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
I find
it hard to disagree, really, but I'm going to go for a draw. I'll say, I'm just being a bit controversial. I'm going to say 1-1. Bit scrappy. Don't know. What do you think at home? Let us know in the comments. So, hey, by the way, if you are new to the channel, or if you've checked out a few and you're into what goes on, please do subscribe. Leave a comment and all that good stuff. I'm trying to get better at reminding people to do it. It doesn't occur to me naturally, but if you do, you're going to be a part of some really fun stuff that we've got coming up. And also, we're starting to do this thing where, people who leave comments and stuff, we're going to read out the comments and, go through them on TikTok and Twitter and that. So leave your comments, do all that good stuff, drop a subscribe and that. And actually, even though normally we do the games of the week and it's always, the top interesting ones, there's an interesting one at the bottom, I think. Battle at the bottom, Burnley against Luton.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, that's interesting. I have to say, Luton are impressing me.
I like them. I really like Luton at the minute.
It's hard to bet against them in that one, and it's hard to really look at Burnley doing anything against a team. No, I'm not keen on Burnley. I will say that. So if I sound like slightly biased, I'm sorry. I'm trying to mask it. But Burnley, generally speaking, in the Premier League, it's not working out. It's not working out. Some people have said, and I kind of get the feeling that Vincent Kompany, it's almost as if he's auditioning for a job with better players.
Do you think?
Sometimes he's playing the City system. He's playing
he is.
He's playing that way.
He's come from Pep, so.
I understand that, yeah. And I understand that basically I think Vincent Kompany is so impressive. I saw this hour-long interview with him. Technical knowledge, work ethic, unbelievable, really fascinating interview. But if you're applying it to a team, it's basically that thing. It comes down to budgets again. It's nothing. It's not really a slight on him either. It's about how much money Burnley have versus how much money these other clubs have. But there's a way to do it, isn't there? And if you look at Luton, I think they're doing it bang on.
They are.
We were talking about it. The players they've found.
Yeah, I mean, the way that they played against Chelsea to come back like that was incredible. Yeah, I think they're surprising as well. And I think at their home pitch, they do perform really well.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing.
So,
There's a good atmosphere, isn't there? And
I hope they stay up.
So do I. And I do think, I think in that particular game, they've got the edge. I'm going to go Burnley. No, let me go Luton 2, Burnley 0. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go 1-0 Luton.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I think Luton have got it, and sadly, I think Burnley are getting relegated. But
do you think? I hope not. I mean, I don't know who else is going to get relegated.
No, I'm kidding.
To be fair, I like Kompany. Do you think he would do better at a bigger club?
Yeah, I do. I think he'd do better with an improved budget. I think he's a clever manager. I really do. Actually, when I was watching him in the Championship, and he was doing things that other managers weren't at that level, and I found it mega interesting, to be honest, to see. I was actually quite confused when I saw like some of the.
So how come he can do it in the Championship and not in the Prem?
Budget. I think it's down to, but I think there's also an element of, if I'm being brutally honest, I think you need to amend your tactics to suit your budget to an extent.
Yeah, your players.
Yeah. When I say budget, I do mean the players. I mean the players he's brought in, the squad he's got. You need to amend your tactics to be competitive. Otherwise, if you're trying to do some amazing things, like I could try and do what Messi does. Do you know what I mean? I could go over there, do a quick little. Might not go well. Is all I'm saying. But
less budget.
Yeah, I'm about £2.50 really, like a human, as opposed to what's Messi worth, a few quid, isn't he? So yeah, I think it's just a case of being respective of your budget and things like that. If he wanted to stay up, which I'm sure he does, I think the key is in simplifying the style of play, getting ugly, and doing Burnley things.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Basically going
like
about
they
it that way.
to.
Yeah, Sean, dash your way out of it, Vincent. That would be my advice. But it is what it is, isn't it? I mean, I think Burnley will come back down, and to be honest, as bleak as this sounds, I think they'll then go back up. I think they're very good, and they're in that middle ground now that a lot of teams are, where you're a bit too good for us and you're not really good enough for them.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Yes. But that's that. One thing that I thought we should do again off the back of last week's fantastic success was play The Price is Right. It was so much fun.
It was great.
It's the transfer window. You got to make the most of it. Remind me what the score. I forgot who won last time. Who was it?
Let's not remind anyone.
Edit a flashback in or something. That's never happened. I'm so happy. I'm actually happy.
I'm not.
Yeah, fully, I can feel it in myself. It's quite embarrassing. That's that. Well, The Price is Right was a massive success, I think. I think that'll be back every week.
Oh, right. Sure.
Yeah, I think it went quite well. I can't remember. So, yeah, Price is Right. You know the rules. You've seen it at home. Yeah, welcome to The Price is Right. That's the thing. And
we'll give it a go.
Here we go. Right, so, game on.
Dimitri Payet from Marseille to West Ham.
Oh, God. Oh God. 40 million.
14. Whoa!
Oh, that's a nightmare. Okay.
On to a winner.
Fun.
Robin van Persie from Arsenal to Manchester United.
These are good. These are tricky. These are my level. They're a bit too hard for me. Do you know what I mean? But
35.
50.
Whoa!
Oh, it's horrible. Can we edit that flashback in again? I can play this game. I've done it before.
Felipe Coutinho from Liverpool to FC Barcelona.
90 million.
40. Oh, no. 105.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a bargain.
Kira Walsh from Manchester City to FC Barcelona.
400.
700. Oh, I thought I had that.
And last but not least, Eden Hazard from Lille to Chelsea.
What a good one. Oh dear. I've no idea. Oh dear. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I'm trying to think. Was he one of these who like?
Me too.
Came in like almost through back door. It's like bloody hell, look at him. Or is he like Hollywood?
20.
35. Oh, what's the score then? Oh,
yes.
Well done. It is good, isn't it? It's a good game.
It is. Let's pull it back.
Right. More of that in the transfer window. We'll have to do it. Yeah, so it's 1-1. Exciting. Right, I won't let that go. Okay. Okay, so huge news this week. We're very, very lucky to have come across a wonderful company who enjoy what we do, and I loved what they did as well. And somehow and amazingly, we've been able to strike a great partnership that I'm really looking forward to exploring. So I want to say a massive thank you to Fibre Sports Memorabilia. These guys are incredible. It's a memorabilia company, but you want to see the list of people that they work with. It's unbelievable. They do private signings. They've got gear from people like Tyson Fury, Steven Gerrard, Trent Alexander-Arnold. They've got signed boots, signed prints, all sorts of different things. And they're just about to open the first physical store as well. So we're really getting in as they are just expanding their growth. And hopefully we're going to expand our growth together. So I'm mega excited to be working with them. But I want you to check them out if you can. Go to fibresportsmemorabilia.com or find them on social media, and you'll find all the links in the description. We're going to be doing quite a lot with these guys, so really excited about it. I want to say a big thank you to them. So we played The Price is Right. Mm-hmm. You won.
I won.
You've got an idea for a game.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's fair for me to try and explain it because I got it, I read it, and I was like, yes, let's try it. But go on, what's the idea here?
So basically, it's the alphabet game.
Okay.
So I was thinking, we pick a letter, right, and we've got to say a player,
right,
whose name begins with that letter. Then you've got to say one, I've got to say one, until one of us doesn't get it right.
Right, so it's like any letter, and we've just got to keep hammering that letter.
That's
letter. Harder than I had it in my head. I thought it'd be easier. I thought it'd be like A. All right, sweet. B.
No,
okay.
No. And if you take longer than, should we say 3 or 5 seconds?
5.
5, okay.
4? I don't know. 5.
4.5.
Yeah, okay. Okay, 5-ish.
All right.
Longer than 5 seconds, and you're out.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want me to pick a letter, and we'll go from there? Or do you pick a letter, or shall we get a letter from the voice in the
Should we do KB? Kicking back.
Okay. Oh, I like it. All right. Okay. So can it be either K?
No, it's got to be K first.
Oh. I was like, anything to make it easier, I'm all over it. Okay. Me first?
You first. I've not even thought about it.
I was like, thank you, because I've got one, literally one. Kevin De Bruyne. Does that count, by the way?
It does,
It can be the
yeah.
First name.
First or last name,
okay.
it can be, let's
cool.
say. Kyle Walker.
Ooh, Koulibaly.
Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, here we are. Can there be former players as well?
It can be any player.
Calvin Phillips.
Oh, King Clancy. I don't know his first name.
Let me think. Kevin Phillips.
Who?
It counts, doesn't it? Get on Google. Kevin Phillips. He's from another time.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
is he?
I swear.
Oh, right.
I don't know that much about him. Don't put me against the wall on this one. I'm like, I don't have a clue.
Kieran Phillips.
Kieran Trippier. Thank you for that.
Trippier.
yeah, that was very useful. That's really helpful. I can't lie.
Right, 1-0.
Beautiful. The dream. Oh, I thought he were League One or something like that. I thought, fair play. Yeah, Burton Albion, good left back. I was like, all right, no, the good stuff. I like this game. This is fun.
Right.
All right. Kieran Phillips. Making them up. Right, B.
I'll start.
Okay.
Brenton Diaz.
Billy Sharp. Ridiculous how long that took.
Ben Foster.
Okay. There's so many. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot about
3, 2.
Oh, this is insane.
1.
Big John. Kevin Phillips and Big John. Right.
I was gonna go Benjamin Mendy.
Oh yeah. Like if you. Honestly, I forgot about the time thing and then I freaked out. That's what happened there. Okay, so it's 1-1, so we've got to do one more.
We've got to do
right?
another one.
Okay, KB, that's the name of the show. I mean, I'll tell you what, how about a letter from the voice in the sky? We'll do one.
All right.
Okay, go for it.
Thanks for finally getting me involved. I pick P.
Okay. You go first, yeah.
Phil Foden.
What have I been
5,
doing?
4, 3.
Paul
2.
Scholes.
Oh. Pavel Nedved. That's a good one. 5.
Peter Schmeichel.
Oh.
Are you just going to count for me the whole time?
I need to win. Peter Schmeichel. That's who you said.
Yep.
Phil Johnson? No. Okay.
Phil Johnson.
I don't know. I tried because I was running out of time. I just thought, say a word.
Paul Pogba.
Oh, gross. It's so easy, isn't it? When you like, just when the pressure's off, it's one of them. You'll be watching it, all like yelling, but like honestly, it's the pressure.
Can we do one more?
Yeah. Oh, well,
last one.
Okay. Have you got?
No.
Okay. Voice in the Sky.
I'm gonna go with R. I appreciate you guys finally getting me involved properly. Sometimes I feel like I'm only here for the narrator voice, and people cut me off.
Robbie Keane.
Richard Dunn.
Roy Keane.
Robbie Fowler.
Ray Parler.
Rachel Yankee.
Oh. I've got stupid things in my head.
One of the biggest players in the world.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldo again.
Oh. Why have I done that?
Thank you. No, it's so helpful actually. I'm good for like 5 more now. That was really good. Thank you so much. That was
Rich Arlington.
Renato Sanchez.
Oh dear me.
I've got honestly by opening up that
Riyad Mahrez.
Rivaldo. You've sorted me right out. You shouldn't have done it, honestly. 5, 4, 3.
Ronald.
You can have that.
Ronald.
I want to give you that. Go on. If you get a Ronald, I'll give you another 5. 5, 4, 3.
Ronald. No, I don't know.
Coleman. You could have had Coleman.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's in McDonald's in a kit and all. Right. That was fun. We should play that more often. I like that one.
I think that was 2-2.
Whatever. Lost count. Right. Fine. Yeah. Okay. So, at the moment, there is something that's sort of running throughout all of football. Really, bit of an injury crisis at the moment. And it's at the time where obviously the transfer window is open, so it can affect all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But do you think that the injury crisis is relevant to the amount of games being played? Do you think because more games are being played and obviously TV companies are demanding more all across the board, really, do you think that has anything to do with it?
Might be the added extra time as well.
Yeah,
you never
crazy,
know.
Right?
Yeah. I think that it always happens at this time of year, though. You know, when it's cold and that, and it's the winter months, you're more prone to more just injuries and niggles and that. So it always happens. But I think this year there's something else, isn't there? There's been quite a few injuries, and it does affect teams. Like it affects like squad depth and things like that. Like
I'm with you. Yeah.
We see it with like teams like Liverpool and Newcastle, but. I mean, you know, like...
Hey, let me ask you this. From the perspective of a player, do you... Because you're saying it happens more frequently around this time. Is that rattling around in the back of your head?
Touch wood.
Like, no, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, do you ever, like, feel yourself... I'm not saying playing with that in the back of your head, but just being aware, like, well, there's more injuries. I might have to be a bit more cautious, or I might have to play a bit differently. Or does it not? Can you not let it?
No, you can't let it, really. No, I just said that in general terms. Like, you know, because of the cold, people get colds and the flu and whatever. It goes around workplaces in general.
100%.
I just think, like, it's more prominent in the winter months, especially, you know.
I get you. I think sometimes... it's these moments where squad depth becomes really key, right? Like, so whereas a team might have an amazing starting 11, it's like, who have you got on the bench?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
See that with Newcastle more, I think.
100%.
You know, like their starting 11's top, but then when you've not got those players in, it affects it a lot.
It's true. And obviously this is where a team like City, for example, they do all right, don't they? Because you've got a starting 11 on the bench, and then in the reserves you've got another starting 11 if you need them. Like it's kind of crazy.
Cleverness, I would say.
Yeah. I get it. And then I guess in the WSL, Sam Kerr's out.
Yeah,
ACL.
Shock, to be fair, like big shock. But I think it just shows like the amount that's needed, like the amount of like not only research, just like coverage in general of all, not coverage in terms of media, I mean coverage in terms of like all areas. You know, people are athletes and they need to be looked after properly. So I mean,
I was going to ask about things like this because to be honest, it's an area where I don't have any answers. I've only got questions. I can only sort of wonder. ACL injuries seem quite common to me, like, and it's so. Is it something to do with the sort of like the rate of which games are played, or the rate of which, like, I read somebody who's like a pro footballer, I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about how because of the growth of women's football, they were saying, well, it's gone from maybe you were training 3 times a week, 4 times a week, to training every day and basically replicating the exact same schedule as men's football. And that's good in theory in terms of like the growth of it. But do you think there's something in that, as in like what could be causing so many injuries? Do you have any actual theories or any sort of knowledge you could sort of throw on me or anything like that?
To be honest, I'm no expert. I'm not going to lie to you. Like it could be that. Like it could be more training, you know, more exposure to technically high intensity and things like that. But you never know. I think it just needs, like I said, a bit more coverage in all areas, and it's getting that way. You know, Super League standard and even Championship standards getting that way, definitely. But
so more research. More
like what am I trying to say? More
money?
Like, yeah, I guess so.
I get what you mean.
I guess so. More investment into the areas, you know, like nutrition and just general health.
It's an evolving subject. We'll never know everything, will we? I guess in terms of like, is it sports science? I don't even know. Like that sort of side of things where it's basically, I think we're always sort of learning something new. We've never like fully got the football moves so fast, doesn't it? I mean, the growth of everything, really, every side of it. I remember when Arsene Wenger came into like to manage Arsenal, and everything that he was preaching at that time is now just goes without saying. But it was revolutionary, and that was in my lifetime. That was something I remember very well. So the rate of which things move and the rate of which people understand things. I mean, Liverpool have a throwing coach. Do you know what I mean? Like, stuff just grows. Like, stuff changes. It's just like, it's an ongoing
You know what?
thing.
The amount of foul throws in the Premier League is shocking.
That's a shout, you know.
I'm sorry, but...
It is, actually. That's a correct... More people need throwing coaches. It's true. It's true.
But they never get pulled up on it.
Yeah.
Like, you watch it and I just think that's a foul throw, and then that's a foul throw.
Meanwhile, in Championship, I'd say about a third of most matches are just people stood like that. Like, just take the throw in. Take it, will you? Anyway, right, that'll do. That's this week's episode of Kicking Back. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, as I mentioned, to our YouTube channel. We're also on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts. You can get the audio versions if that's your cup of tea. But yeah, leave a nice review wherever you are. Send us a nice little comment. Like I say, we'll go through your comments and whack that up on TikTok. We're on TikTok at Kicking Back Pod. We're on Instagram at Kicking Back Podcast to make it a bit confusing for you. And we're on Twitter at Kicking Back Pod. And also come and say hello. And if you're free and you're in Darwin on January 20th, I'm doing a gig with Carl Porter. It's called Try New Things. We've got an amazing lineup of people who are going to come and try some new stand-up. So yeah, come and check it out. Link will be in the description. But yeah, that'll do for this week. So thank you very much. Enjoy the football, and we will see you next week. Peace out.
Goodbye.